However, no matter what might happen, we will never resort to that.
Why not?
That's not the way we work, Commander.
We, sir?
Yes, that's right. We kill those two and the murders stop. Such ex post facto justification will not be tolerated. That's not the way Elle and I do things. Because that would be an insult. Don't forget, Elle entrusted this case to those who came after him.
So, Kiyomi, I heard on the news the other day that you receive an enormous amount of fan mail every day.
Yes. I'm told on average it's about 200 letters a day.
200 letters? Wow, I'm a little jealous.
Don't say that.
Man, this is kind of boring listening to audio only without any video feed.
I think you should look through them, even if they are just letters from fans.
You're right.
Keep calm as you read this note and the ones that follow. Make sure not to let the people listening to this conversation hear your reactions.
Huh?
The SPK has started to make its move. You have to start thinking about your safety, instead of only accepting messages from Kira. Maybe you should consider making a few demands of your own.
Oh, Light's getting down to business.
You shouldn't only be a spokesperson. Your voice should be heard as well. Reach out to Kira. Tell him what you think he needs to know. I have a different job for T. In order to create the perfect world that Kira has envisioned, I want you to begin judging and punishing people as Kira. It's all right, Kiyomi. I have faith in you. It's gonna be okay. If you can do this, I'm sure you'll be able to send Kira information that you don't want the SPK to know about.
All right. I'll do it.
We nailed it. That's our Light for you. He's good.
Delete. 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 Kiyomi Takada. Yes?
I have an important message for you. You are to send me a fan letter that I'll be able to recognize as yours. You will also enclose something else in the envelope. 5 blank pages from the notebook. Carry on with your judgments and killings as usual until I receive the letter and the pages.
And how about after you receive them?
You have to stop using the real notebook. However, you must continue entering names in a fake notebook.
A fake?
That's right. Make a notebook that looks as close to the original as possible. And act as if you're killing people by using this decoy.
I understand. God, what are you planning? No, it's not my place to question God. His will is absolute. My job is to do what God wishes.
Huh? What's this? It's a replacement for Kira's kingdom. God, what's wrong with these people?
Welcome to the show. Today, Miss Takara will introduce her 4 new female bodyguards who were selected after a rigorous screening process. The first is the winner of the 22nd World Karate Championships, Miss Tatsumi Oyama. The second is a former CIA agent, Miss Hal Lidner.
If there's an SPK member among these bodyguards, it would have to be Hal Lidner. Looks like Nier's conducting his own investigation of Takada.
A phantom killer who stabbed 6 people in Shinjuku's busy quarters was
Who
apprehended.
would I choose to be ex-Kira? Out of all the people in the world.
Educating our children about the existence of Kira and the meaning of his teachings must be made mandatory. Above all, we must teach our children that Kira is good.
Takada was chosen because she's a strong supporter of Kira. So... that means ex-Kira must be someone who knew that Takada was a Kira worshipper. Someone who had a close, intimate relationship with her before her selection.
Also, Kira will not forgive any crime, no matter how small. From this point onwards, you should assume that any person alive is a viable target.
I'd like to hear Kira's voice. I want to hear his thoughts once again. We should follow his teachings, exactly as Kira ordered. To me, it's obviously the quickest path to lasting world peace. Youth have a responsibility. I think it is of the utmost importance that young people do all they can to contribute. It's our duty to improve our society. If there are no words or orders from Kira, then we have only one choice. We need to think for ourselves. We need to consider what Kira has taught us, determine what he wants most, and make our own decisions from there.
El Kira is like Yagami. Could ex-Kira be Teru Mikami? Everything seems to fit into place.
That's what I've been asking. So tell me why I'm not the headliner. You said I was supposed to be the highlight of the East-West Pop Music Festival.
Well, it's true that you're the highlight. But when it comes to the headliner, it's a little harder to secure that spot.
That's why we should be taking precautions.
Kiyomi Takara. What an idiot! She doesn't even realize that Light's just using her for his investigation.
Don't say that. You might end up dead if she hears you.
Duh, I know that. That's why I whispered it quietly. Hey! She snickered at me! I'm gonna go kick her!
Oh, hang on!
What were you trying to do?
What was I doing? What about you?
Lidner, that young lady is actually a very good friend of mine. Please, you shouldn't be so rough with her.
Of course, Miss Takada. Please, excuse me.
Misa. Are you alright?
That was so frustrating!
Al, this is Nier. I have a small request. If Mr. Aizawa is there, would it be possible for me to speak to him for a moment?
Nier, this is Aizawa. What is it?
I have a question regarding surveillance for El and Takada's meetings. Are you recording both audio and video feeds of their conversations?
No. Only an audio feed right now.
I see. Only wiretaps at the moment. How interesting. Thank you very much.
If they're only using wiretaps, then it's safe to assume that El Kira and ex Kira have found a way to contact each other through Takada.